Hello and welcome everybody to Game 2 between GoSuHwangSin and GLiTCHStarCraft. My name is Glitch and this is going to be, as I said, Game 2 of a best of 3. And this is played in the EG Masters Cup. Yes, this was played in the EG Masters Cup, which I am going to be casting some more games from, I think, tomorrow and probably the rest of the week. This was actually, I think I said in Game 1 that it was played this week. This was actually from Week 7, which is the most recent week. That was why I said this week, but this week ended up being, I think, something like September 27th or something like that. So this was before patch 1.4. So in that last game when you saw those Hellions, they had not yet been nerfed, so they were still doing that full damage also. So in case there were any doubters as to whether those Hellions were worth building or not, this was pre-patched. If you want to argue that that those Hellions should not have been built, this was pre-patched, so they did do a little bit of damage. That might help in your argument just a tad. GoSuHwangSin right now taking Game 1. He is currently 1-up against GoSuHwangSin. Was able to take Game 1 pretty decisively with just a nice little push there as GoSuHwangSin expanded, just pushed out with a lot of Stalkers and a few high energy sentries and was able to just take one off of GoSuHwangSin fairly easily, fairly decisively there. Stalkers just do really well against Marines and against Hellions as well, so they were able to just do some good damage and push in and win. So GoSuHwangSin is going to be playing here in Game 2, going to see if he can't take a win off of GoSuHwangSin. GoSuHwangSin, of course, being a Korean Protoss player, he's very good. This is not the first game I have casted of him. I've casted games from GoSuHwangSin before, and he's just a really good Protoss player. Absolutely love to watch him play. GoSuHwangSin, though, also not a player to shake a stick at. GoSuHwangSin is very good. He's one of those players that's been on the tournament scene for a very long time. He is from Sweden, and I believe he was actually a Brood War player. I want to say he was a Brood War player. I need to check into that and be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he was a Brood War player. Was he a Brood War player? No. You know what he was? He was a Warcraft 3 player. He was a Warcraft 3 player that came over to StarCraft. I knew he played something else before this, but it was Warcraft 3 that he played before coming over to StarCraft 2. And so yeah, he's been on the tournament scene ever since StarCraft 2 came out. Very good player, and he doesn't really get talked about that much, but he's a really good player. I've seen him take some amazing games off of players. He did fairly well at MLG Rally. He's been in quite a few MLGs. He's done well in some IEM tournaments as well. I think he took first place in a couple of well-played tournaments as well. If you guys know the website wellplayed.org, they had a tournament not too long ago that I believe he took first place in. They hold an event that they call Sunday Night Fights. Basically happens every Sunday. It's a small tournament for just $150 for whoever takes the tournament, and I think GoSuHwangSin won recently. Really good player. Absolutely love GoSuHwangSin. Actually met him at an MLG. Kind of a chill guy. Very quiet. Doesn't say very much. I actually don't know if his English is like not that good or what. As I said, he's from Sweden. But yeah, I don't know. He was a chill guy. He was a man of few words. Super nice though. And amazing Terran player. So, looks like GoSuHwangSin's going to be going for a similar style as he went for in Game 1. He's now throwing down that factory, not a reactor factory yet, just getting one Hellion out right now while the barracks builds this reactor. That's exactly what he did in the previous game. Built a few double Marines there out of that barracks and then swapped that factory down onto the onto that reactor. Now notice he did not get his gas stolen. In Game 1 he did get his gas stolen there, and that will mess up a professional player. Having your gas stolen, to a lower level player will say, I have my gas stolen, whatever, I'll just kill the assimilator off and then I'll just build a gas geyser and it'll be fine. But for a player as good as GoSuHwangSin or GoSuHwangSin, then having your gas stolen can very much disrupt your build. These players have very specific builds that know exactly what they are going to do with every ounce of gas that they get, and at what time that they get it can be very critically important for specific timing attacks. And you can see here, as GoSuHwangSin was able to get both of those gas geysers up and running, and he didn't have that gas stolen, he did manage to get up a starport with a tech lab, and now we do have a Banshee coming down here for GoSuHwangSin, so he's going to be going for some Banshee harassment. Banshee harassment can be a little bit iffy on this map, just because on this map, if you notice, the mineral lines are not just up against a wall. They're actually here kind of in the middle where HwangSin kind of has a lot of space here to be able to defend it. See, as you can see, it's a little more viable to attack here with a Banshee where you have a little bit of space back here and you can kind of retreat here, but even here there's not a whole lot of space to retreat to. So it's not the best map for Banshee harass in my opinion, but looks like HwangSin might be prepared for this, actually, as he is now spreading out his Stalkers. Did he actually see any Starport tech? No, he didn't see any Starport tech, but he just wanted to throw down and be very, very safe, throwing Stalkers all around the edges, and it looks like, yes, he's now able to just repel that Banshee quite easily. That Banshee is not going to be able to get in there and deal too much damage. As I said, now he's going to have to try to go all the way around the map, and GoSuHwangSin, will he be able to take out one Stalker? Looks like, yeah, he's going to be able to pick off that one Stalker, but he took a lot of damage there on that Banshee. Going to have to pull it back, repair up a little bit before he moves out. Now, GoSuHwangSin going for a very, very standard style of play here. We do have some Marine Siege Tank here coming down from GoSuHwangSin. Siege Tech just now finishing, and it looks like Siege Tank is being produced. One is already out on the field. Lots of Marines currently on the field. In the base of GoSuHwangSin right now, we do have a second expansion here, or in the base of HwangSin rather. In the base of GoSuHwangSin, we actually have no expansion down yet, so it looks like this is going to be a one base timing here from GoSuHwangSin as he now moves out with a couple of Banshees, a lot of Marines, and a couple of Siege Tanks. This can actually be a very, very strong push. This is a push that I have seen before, and whoa, lots of SCVs being pulled. It looks like GoSuHwangSin is going to be going all in this attack, and looks like HwangSin is able to see this. He has an observer in place and he's ready. He knows this attack is coming. He's going to need to pull back. He knows that this is all in. He sees the huge number of SCVs being pulled with this force as well. This push can be very, very, very strong. These Banshees actually deal a lot of damage there when they're left to deal damage. And these Marines here are going to be able to protect these Siege Tanks quite nicely. And these Siege Tanks now going to be sieging up here on the low ground. And they are, I don't know about this positioning here from GoSuHwangSin. HwangSin could get up on this ledge and pick off these Siege Tanks. But now the siege of HwangSin's base has now begun. There are a lot of forces here for HwangSin. Here comes the engagement. Force field's going down, preventing those Marines from going anywhere. That's going to mean that these Zealots can get right up on these Marines and deal a lot of damage. But these Siege Tanks are dealing a lot of damage here. These SCVs actually not doing the best job of repairing right now. These Banshees getting caught a little bit out of position there, and the Siege Tanks are actually going down to this Immortal. This Immortal able to pick that off quite easily, and now HwangSin is in a fantastic spot. That bunker was not able to get filled up with units, and now HwangSin in a fantastic position, double the food of GoSuHwangSin right now. He's currently sitting on 2 base to the 1 base of GoSuHwangSin, and I don't know if GoSuHwangSin is going to be able to come back to this. All he's got right now is 1 Siege Tank, and this is a very big and scary force now coming down from HwangSin. GoSuHwangSin trying to get a little bit of damage done over this ledge there, but it looks like HwangSin able to pick those Banshees off quite easily, now breaking down the wall to GoSuHwangSin's base, and now we do have SCVs repairing the Siege Tank, but I think that is going to be GG from GoSuHwangSin. Well played game there by HwangSin. Absolutely fantastic defense there. Was able to just get that expansion up just too early. Like that attack from GoSuHwangSin, I think, just came just a little bit too late. Just wasn't able to deal that much damage. HwangSin was sitting on this expansion for just way too long, allowed him to get up too many forces there, and HwangSin was able to take a convincing game there in Game 2. Sorry, you guys, if you guys thought that series was just a little bit short, but as I said, I got to get these things uploaded because my roommate is going to be very, very mad at me for taking up the internets all day long. So this is going to be the only 2 games that I cast for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I promise to get a lot more from the EG Masters Cup later on this week. Please tune in for that. Do all that commenting and subscribing. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. GLiTCH out.